Velma episode 5. I have lost faith, but I will try to keep on to figure out this mystery of a show. We start with Velma trying to find out where Norville went, and Daphne going into the crystal mines to look for her parents. Norville is finally getting some from a girl named Gigi, who Velma helped, and Fred is trying to find his way into Velma's heart, and he is trying way too hard. The beginning is nothing special, so let's cut straight to the middle. And there's a little scene here where there's a flute off. Yeah, a flute off between Velma and Gigi. And this part made me chuckle a little bit. It wasn't super funny, but I'll take it. Either way, they both suck. On the side plots, Velma is hosting a party with a bunch of band nerds who go crazy after a while. Daphne is still trying to get answers about her parents, and Gigi and Velma have to figure out a way to share Norville. Towards the end, Velma finds out Norville's grandma may have something to do with her mother's disappearance, and Daphne gets to meet her parents in the crystal mines. Fred is not that useless, and Norville is a player. This episode has some decent moments. I think Gigi helps and has Velma getting jealous a little bit that Norville spends more time with her. And this episode really didn't make me cringe that bad. Now, it's still cringy, don't get me wrong, but this episode was passable, I think. But passable can only get you so far. Episode 6, Pick Up Sticks. The beginning of this episode I did not care for. They used the meddling kids trope as a way to switch brains from soldiers to kids and called it the Special Covert Operation Brain Initiative, or Scooby. I don't appreciate the Scooby-Doo's name being used in this show. Keep any mentions of Scooby away from this show. This show wants to be Velma only, so keep it away. Velma is having a hard time trying to cope with any new information on her mom, more hallucinations, and Daphne wants to learn more about her so-called parents. And I didn't really care for the first 10 minutes of this episode, and the middle ain't much better either. This show is so inconsistent. You have a decent episode 5, then episode 6 is damn near forgettable. And playing Whitney Houston to make a moment somewhat sentimental in this show does not work. Like, Norville wants to be alpha, spending time with his dad. Fred's dad wants him to be more alpha. Velma's dad lied to her so he can go to work more. So not much here, just skip to the end. Daphne's parents betray her because they're criminals and never cared about her. Velma finally finds the entrance to the lab where her mother was in Fred's basement at his house, and her hallucinations are gone finally because her dad can now trust her, and I guess they were connected to her dad somehow. And this was really not a good episode. I really didn't care about it that much. This one is just not it, really. It wasn't that great. Forgettable episode.